The deployment of Canadian-built Senator RAM mine-resistant armored vehicles to Haiti marks a rare point where symbolism and practical capability intersect for a state under siege by heavily armed gangs. For years, Haitian security forces have confronted criminal groups from unarmored trucks and improvised platforms, exposed to small arms fire, roadblocks, and complex ambushes in dense, hostile neighborhoods. The arrival of purpose-designed armored carriers signals an overdue recognition that restoring authority in contested areas demands not only political will, but also reliable, survivable tools able to operate where the state has been pushed back or shut out. The vehicles, supplied by Canadian manufacturer Roshel under an initial contract for 17 units, have been formally transferred to the armed forces of Haiti to reinforce joint security operations. Haitian officials present the acquisition not as a cosmetic show of strength, but as part of a phased plan to rebuild core defense and internal security capabilities after years of institutional degradation. The Senator RAM MRAPs are expected to support both military and police elements during operations aimed at reopening key routes, supporting raids against armed groups, and reassuring communities that have become accustomed to seeing only gang checkpoints and burning barricades at their doorsteps. Configured as mine-resistant, ambush-protected platforms, the Senator RAM delivers a level of ballistic and blast protection far beyond that of traditional patrol pickups. This enhanced protection is operationally decisive. It determines whether a small detachment can push through choke points, extract injured personnel, or withdraw under pressure without being annihilated by automatic weapons fire or improvised explosive devices. By enabling Haitian forces to move with greater security through high-threat districts, these vehicles can help restore access to ports, airports, fuel depots, and critical infrastructure that underpin relief operations and the broader functioning of the economy. Initial deliveries focus on armored personnel carrier variants, with combat-configured versions understood to be planned as the procurement evolves. Officials tie the program to a broader modernization agenda that also encompasses potential acquisitions of light aircraft and patrol vessels, an attempt to rebuild layered capabilities across land, air, and sea. Within this wider framework, the Senator RAM fleet is both a frontline asset and a signal to domestic and international audiences that Haiti is trying to transition from ad hoc responses and external dependence toward structured force development and more credible territorial control. The platform's design philosophy aligns with the country's constraints. Roshel's Senator family has been widely used for internal security, VIP protection, convoy escort, and special missions, and the RAM-based configuration leverages a commercial chassis to improve maintainability and parts availability, critical for a state operating under financial pressure and infrastructure challenges. The vehicle offers protection against small arms, fragmentation, and certain explosive threats, while its mobility and configurable interior allow adaptation for troop transport, command posts, medical evacuation, or specialized tactical teams operating in narrow streets and unpredictable environments. Industry developments surrounding the type also play in Haiti's favor. The collaboration between Roshel and RAM Professional to introduce an updated Senator on the RAM 5500 chassis cab platform points to a long-term production and support roadmap anchored in widely available automotive components. For Haiti, procuring a system integrated into a sustainable global supply chain reduces the risk that its new armored fleet becomes grounded for lack of parts or technical expertise just as security operations intensify. On the streets, the strategic impact of these vehicles will ultimately depend on employment rather than press statements. Haiti's armed gangs have demonstrated coordination, access to military-grade weapons, and a willingness to strike at police stations, government facilities, and civilian centers. In this context, forces moving without armor are predictable, soft targets, often forced into retreat before they can stabilize an area. Senator RAM MRAPs cannot address the root causes of gang power, corruption, poverty, impunity, and political fragmentation, but they can narrow the tactical advantage of criminal groups, impose higher costs on attacks against state units, and create protected corridors through which law enforcement, humanitarian agencies, and civil administration can begin to function again. However, Technology alone is no guarantee of change. The value of the new fleet will hinge on disciplined use, coherent rules of engagement, and sustained logistical support. Effective training, integration with intelligence and policing efforts, and prioritization of the most threatened zones will determine whether the vehicles become a genuine force multiplier or fade into the background as underutilized symbols. For now, the arrival of the Senator RAM MRAPs stands as one of the clearest indications that Haiti's leadership is attempting to convert rhetoric about restoring security into tangible capabilities on the ground, a cautious yet concrete step toward reclaiming initiative in a conflict where time has long favored the gangs.